Good Metal Monday, everybody. This is your host, Robb Zipp. I host the Most Epic Adventures, and when I'm not traveling on Mondays, I like to talk to metal bands from all over the world. And today, I'm visiting with Gomorran from Helsinki, Finland. We've got a cool Ferris wheel there, but let's go ahead and get the intro started. All right, and Tony says, am I too late? No, you're not. You were just on time, Tony. Welcome to the show. Let me welcome in the members of the band, Joonatan, Olli, Perttu, and Panu. Did I fuck that up?
No, it was all just fine. Perfect.
All right, awesome. These guys are coming out, so we're close to Tony has an elbow cough. Okay, well, dude, if you have to cough, yes, please cough into your elbow. So yeah, people have any questions or comments, I can put them up on the screen just like that. We're close to Christmas. It's Saturday, so I wanted to find a band that was as close to the North Pole as humanly possible. So I went to Finland and found this band. I talked to Yoni from Inverse Records, and I said, Yoni, hey man, I haven't had one of your bands on my show before, and we've been talking for a few years now, actually. So he was like, hey, I've got this band. They just put out an album. So talk to them. And here we are.
Yeah, here we are. And it's really nice that Yoni actually promoted us for this interview and for this show. We are actually super excited to be here and to talk about us and our record that we just put out, Excerpts from the Dark Age. And Perttu nicely has the cover image of that record just as his background, and that's really cool. So there's some Roman themes and antique themes and some paganic and satanic themes too. So it's kind of yeah.
Satan.
Yes, hell yeah.
not Santa, but Satan.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, no, you can also say "Hail Santa." It's fine too.
Yeah, right. Exactly. 'Tis the season, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Well, yeah. So I'm gonna read off the. I'll say I am live on YouTube. I am live on. I'm live on Twitch, and I am live on Twitter, which I just relaunched my Twitter account. You can see that. Ticking down there. I have some of this information here I want to share with you guys. Let me go ahead and share the screen. This is I think it'll be okay to share this. It's your press kit here.
Yeah.
Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Yes, I'll go ahead and read this off. Gomorran, is that how you say your band name, Gomorran?
Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah.
Okay. So
you're pronouncing it better than we are.
Okay. Okay. The album is called Excerpts from the Dark Age. It's only on digital. So you guys didn't release a CD or a vinyl record?
No, actually. Okay. Yeah, the reason was because, we are a new band and it's our
Okay.
first release. So there's no guarantee that there's demand for the physical release. So we kind of saved the money and also saved the plastic.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, honestly, I almost listen to all my music on Spotify now, personally.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you officially released this on the 3rd of December on Inverse Records. You are a Blackened death metal band. I listened to this album and I hear more of a deathy black metal.
Yeah.
It was what I heard.
Yeah, I guess you can put it.
Blackened it too much.
You blackened it too much. You put a little bit too much of that seasoning on there.
Yeah.
We actually had an interview about this, and there was a question how we would define our own musical style, and to be honest, we really kind of just made the music intuitively in a way that we like to play it and listen to it, and only after we decided to release something, we started thinking about the genre. So
Yeah.
whether you like to think about it as blackened death metal or actually black metal that has death metal vibes, it's all up to you.
Yeah, it's all metal.
Yeah, it's kind of like or like, you know, like the influence that we all had, like and the bands that we were kind of like thinking they were, when we started creating music, they were like black and death metal bands both, because it's kind of like pretty much like much of the music that we all like. So kind of like the outcome as kind of like labeled as black and death metal was, maybe you could say it's an obvious outcome of the sources that we had for the making the music. And yeah, I don't know. I've been kind of personally thinking that it'd be really nice to kind of start more like looking into this genre and exploring it and see what we can do with the black and death metal genre.
Okay, I understood. And so you're a Finnish Helsinki-based black and death metal band Gomorran is set to release their debut record, which you've already done, via Inverse Records. You were formed in Helsinki in the fall of 2019, when Olli hiatus from playing drums came to an end. There was a burning desire to form a new band. So I guess some of you guys you had a previous band. I'm kind of a little confused by.
Oh yeah, we all have had, like, you know, like previous bands before. Some of more successful and some less successful, I would say.
Sure.
Yeah, and I guess with the previous bands, the most successful person here is I guess Panu, because he was actually with the standing ovation. You released the record and it was like the top 20 album in Finland or so.
Yeah, in Finland, yeah. Actually, we released two. The first one went top 20. The second one was debuted at 26. But anyway. But it was more like this progressive heavy metal.
Okay, like
kind of thing.
Kind of like Opeth or something?
No, not as heavy. More.
Okay. So more like Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Yeah. Probably, yeah. Some Dream Theater.
Dream Theater. There we go.
Excessive noodling.
So I went from one extreme of prog to the other extreme, and you're like,
yeah,
somewhere in the middle.
Oh well, at least you guys knew what. At least you guys, knew what I was talking about.
Yeah. I guess me and Perttu, we've had like kind of like also like a kind of a punk background. I played in more like a punk band and then another hardcore band, and I guess Perttu also had a punk band a couple of years, quite a few years ago.
Something like 10 years ago, I used to have a hardcore punk band.
Nice, and then you learned how to play your instrument.
To be honest, in the punk band, I was playing drums, but now I'm playing with the guitar. So some kind of a switcheroo there.
And I want to show some of your videos, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
Yeah, there was a video that right. Hold on, let me. I don't want this to. Let me set it. I should have set this shit up before I started with you guys, but there's a lot of different things I want to show. So, share the screen, Chrome tab, share. All right. So you're playing the guitar here, and this is a playthrough of one of your songs. Let me actually turn it down a little bit, because I want to. Okay, can you guys still hear it?
Yep.
Yeah. You can still hear me? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is a playthrough of Tavern with Perttu playing the guitar and someone else playing the violin. This is not on the album in this way. What made you guys decide to do this?
Well, this is kind of like an intro track for the Excess of the Dark Age album, and we're just trying to set the atmosphere for the next song. And we kind of wanted to make this a very serene or a calming, in a way, a calming song, so that the next song with all the blast beats and fast aggression kind of hits the listener to the head like a hammer when it starts, you know.
It's very fantasy. It's very epic. Like, I could hear this in the Lord of the Rings. They're walking through the mines of Moria or something, you know?
Yeah.
Many people have referenced it to this Game of Thrones theme song.
Game of Thrones, yeah.
Eventually, if you actually put those songs next to each other, you will see that there is actually nothing in common.
It's just it sounds like a fantasy. And your guitar, did you steal that from your little brother?
No, it's very old.
You plastered a bunch of stickers on it when you were a kid?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I was hoping you would have that with you and you could run us through the stickers you have on there. Like, is there a Scooby-Doo or a Peanuts?
I promise you don't want to see them closer.
I think that video is kind of funny because, like, you know, like that song, it's kind of like, you know, like kind of an epic and really beautiful song. And then afterwards, the whole record is just like full on, like dark and very gruesome metal. And then we have this playthrough video for this. And this video, I think it's like the most, like, it's the least metal thing you can see in our band. Like,
so I shouldn't have played that first. I should have played that last.
Yeah, but it's so fun. It's so fun. But it's kind of like...
Well, here,
there was the intro song anyway.
It's the intro song. It's the intro song, exactly. Here, let me play. You guys did make a music video, like a straight up video for one of your songs. Let me get back to it because I did subscribe to your YouTube. It was Sermon. There we go. This is the one. Hold on.
Yeah, that's the first release. We did the first single.
Yeah. Let me show that video. Is that okay if I show that one?
Yep. It's all fine.
It's our camping trip.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Here we go. So, one thing that Finland is known for is having plenty of forested areas.
Yep, it's I guess, I don't know, it's a quite big percentage that is forest in Finland. I don't know, maybe 70% or so.
Just four dudes in the woods cranking back some brewskis.
Yeah.
Having a great day.
Having a great day until...
With the Panu, you've got your Zipp tracksuit.
Yeah.
I would figure anything Soviet or Russian would be banned in Finland.
You would think so, but like actually, Finland is we are like pretty much past that history, especially like the current generations in
Gotcha.
that we have like.
Plus, I bought that.
You guys got really. Like 4 dudes got really drunk off a 12-pack quick.
It was a whole case. There were 24.
Oh, okay, 24. There we go.
Yeah, but it's still like 6 beers per person. That's quite a little. So I don't know.
Okay.
So it's still 100% active.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We kind of had to act a little bit because like we had also like a assistant and a cameraman in this set, and who were also having some beers. It's kind of we had this like a 24-pack of beer and 6 people drinking it, so 4 beers per person.
Yeah, you need. Well, I mean, it's probably got a little bit more alcohol than American beers. So there you go.
I don't know. It's 4.7, I guess.
Oh, okay, that's about the same.
Yeah.
But you found this book with all these crazy spells.
Yeah.
This book is actually a cult classic. I think only the name is something like Ars Poetia, or maybe you can know more about it.
Yeah.
Oh, you have the book with you.
Yeah, I have it right next to me actually in my bookshelf.
He reads it before he goes to sleep.
My holy Bible.
Oh, yeah. Needs praying.
Yeah, that's really. Yeah, it's funny because like I actually found this like there's this band called Triptykon.
Yeah.
And Triptykon has this, I guess it's album or songs called Goetia or like Goetia, or however you pronounce it. I'm not really sure how you pronounce the word Goetia, Goetia, I don't know. But anyway, and I kind of like that was kind of, I was looking into it, like what it means, and that's when I found the book called Ars Goetia, the first key of King Solomon, and I saw that it's a book that contains like like I don't know 76 lords of hell or something. I don't remember the exact count, but it has like kind of like the depiction of like an explanation of all the lords of hell and what they do and who they are and their names. And then it also has like some kind of like signs and sigils and rituals how to summon those lords of hell and make them to kind of like obey your will, that you can use them for your own purposes.
Sure.
Yeah, so it's kind of like an occult book, and that's kind of like I guess it was used by some mages in the 1800s or so. I don't know.
This part is actually funny because you can see Joonatan's ass crack when he falls down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, the whole thing is funny, and that's what I love about it, because like you guys, you're a real band, you're real musicians, and you made a legitimate good album, but then you made a fun video to go along with it. these guts just spilling out there. That's hilarious.
Filming this scene was like the best part of my whole life. It was so fun. It was like the best moment of the whole year. It was so much fun.
I think that Panu, I think he's just saying he secretly wants to disembowel you.
Yeah. We actually had this kind of ideas that we would make it a regular thing, that Panu would be disemboweled like here and there and in all the videos and maybe on live shows, but
Yeah.
it's kind of a tricky to achieve this kind of like visuals everywhere.
And I like how you made it like it was supposed to be like a found footage, like a VHS tape or something.
Yeah. We kind of, because we had this really expensive camera rented for us, so the footage is like super good quality, and it's like this movie 4K quality type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then I don't know. We were thinking like that it's kind of like a shame to like throw away all this really good quality footage, and but then we kind of decided that this VHS look is just it really serves the video and the video story better, and brings the vibe, creates the whole vibe for the video.
Well, you did post a making of video, which I'm not going to show that because that'll be too much, but it is on your channel.
Yeah, it is.
So, guys,
We had a lot of fun on that day, and once we finished filming, we were all covered in fake blood, so we had to go skinny dipping after that.
Yeah. Yeah, we went skinny dipping in the pond.
There's nothing wrong with a bunch of dudes just going naked in the water, right?
It's
Washing off all the blood.
Yeah.
Well, that's the excuse, right? oh, this time we have to wash off the blood.
Yeah.
Plus, there was some cleaning up to do regarding the beach as well.
Yeah.
We didn't want to leave the pentagram and all the torches and the blood.
Yeah.
Why not? That would have been fun.
Yeah, we actually had the kind of how you call it, like a forest ranger, park ranger.
Uh-huh.
That guy, like, he actually came there with his pickup truck and like
What's going on?
Yeah, he came to see what we were doing there, and we had just blasted the smoke grenade there. For the
that's what he saw. He saw the smoke grenade. Yeah. Well, he probably thought it was like someone in trouble. Someone in trouble with a flare or a smoke grenade will blow that off.
I guess he didn't see it. I guess what he saw was kind of like just a bunch of dudes on the other side of the pond just doing something, and because there was this kind of like a campfire place for a campfire,
Uh-huh.
but the campfire spot was like it wasn't in use officially, so he just came to see if we were making any fires and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
he asked if we were going to, and but then he gave a permission, like, yeah, it's kind of like a safe space, so you can do a fire there if you want to, and barbecue some sausages and stuff.
To be honest, when we told him what we were doing, he was actually really excited about it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice. Well, I heard all the Scandinavian countries' park rangers' #1 job is to find metal bands lost in the woods.
Yeah.
So,
And he actually said that
He actually found one.
Yeah, he actually found one, and also he said that like it would really make a good footage if we set the forest on fire.
that's terrible.
Yeah, I guess like he was doing terrible job that night.
Yeah.
He just came back from a vacation that day.
He's like, yeah, fuck it, burn it. Whatever, man.
I think there was one even worse situation when there was this family with 2 kids that actually walked past us.
Yeah.
I remember when I saw them in the distance, I had to run up to them and actually explain what's happening so they don't get freaked out when they get there.
Yeah. Like,
Camps are filled with empty cans.
Yep, and also I guess Sami was already dressed up as Satan there and going around with the knife.
Oh man, that's too much. There was a guy. There was a hurricane that came to Houston earlier this year, and there's this guy he's a lawyer. He's a big dude. He dressed up like Michael Myers from Halloween, and went down to the beach in Galveston and was walking down the beach with a fake knife, and he took some really cool pictures. But then someone called the police on him because he just saw a scary guy with a knife on the beach.
Yeah.
But then he went into a gift shop, and Tom Araya was in the gift shop from Slayer.
Yeah.
Because Tom Araya has a ranch in Texas, so he was down in Galveston with his family, and I don't know, it was just really cool. So like people can get freaked out when they see people with masks and knives and stuff.
Yeah.
And they don't know what's going on.
Because I guess there has been like so many kind of like a really bad things and shit happening with people with masks and knives and stuff like that. So people already, they have got this kind of like people expect the worst, as you know, in first hand before they kind of like think, oh, maybe they're just filming some video there, like. I guess it's kind of also okay. Like we actually would not go in public, like throwing around a knife in a Satan suit. Never.
That would get some really good footage, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe take a fake knife, though. A fake knife.
This time we actually had a real one, so.
Yeah. Well, you need that for the video shoot. But
yeah.
Nice. Now you guys did something interesting. Also on your channel here, let me see if I can find it. You guys. I'm gonna just show a little bit of this. I'm not, or I could just play it in the background. But you have your whole album on your YouTube page, and it is on the Inverse Records page as well. Some of this stuff, not all of it, but some of it is on the Inverse Records YouTube. But let me pull this up. I'm going to pause this. So I'm going to show people what I'm talking about. This is on both, but I'm going to show it off of your page here. When you guys did the full playthrough. And the title is Excerpts from the Dark Age. So you might think that this is just excerpts from the album, but no, that's the name of the album.
Yeah.
But here you guys are. Where are you, first of all, in this?
It's the basement of our rehearsal area. Yeah.
It's the basement of what?
The place where we rehearse.
Okay.
Okay. That's in the basement.
All right. So I love this so much. It's so different. Like I've seen, full playthroughs. I've seen people like put the record on a record player, or just they'll have like just the logo or whatever. But here it is. You could see what track is playing, and And this one you have a time code of 0. So is that like a why does that have a 0 timestamp?
Oh yes, I just put the timestamps there because, like, you know, if someone's watching the full album stream on YouTube, then they kind of like can see.
That's the beginning. The beginning.
Yeah,
okay, I got you.
Yeah,
that's
they
the
can
beginning
kind
of the
of
track.
see at what time the certain song begins.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, the YouTube has these timestamps there, and they are there in the video. But like, just I don't know, just in case if for some reason someone has the video somewhere else than YouTube and it doesn't have the timestamps, then
Gotcha.
you can just, see the songs.
Okay. All right. I understand now.
Yeah.
But so what made you guys decide that we're gonna put our full stream up there and we're gonna just sit in some camping chairs in the basement and drinking beers and just talk? What were you guys talking about here?
Okay. If I may, I'll explain a little bit about this. There are actually a few Easter eggs about it. One thing you probably can't notice when you just quickly listen through this is that we are actually listening to the album at the same time while we're sitting there.
Okay.
So we are kind of reacting to the music and just chilling out, having fun.
Yeah.
But aside from that, there is the sign to the right, the red one, which says "Merry Christmas."
Okay. Okay.
We didn't even notice that.
And we realized it only after filming this.
Yeah.
And then there is this, is it in Hail Caesar's intro or where, when there is this guy who is walking from the background by accident?
Yeah, there's like, it's kind of like this kind of like big building with a lots of different businesses and stuff like that. And so someone comes from the door behind us. It's like in the beginning of the Hail Caesar, someone just comes out and is kind of like checking, kind of thinking himself like, what the hell are we doing? And then we're just kind of like, oh, we're just filming a video here, don't bother. Yeah. But yeah, basically this was kind of, I don't know, this was something, an idea that just popped in my head at some point, because I had seen like, there's this band called Gaeria or something, like Gaeria. Gaer.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Okay,
They from Spain or Greece or something?
Yeah, somewhere, I think Spain.
Spain,
And
okay, yeah.
they had this full album stream video where they were just playing the vinyl on a record player, and the old dudes they had their these kind of like live clothes on, and they were just standing around the vinyl player, and they were just kind of, you know, just standing there doing nothing. So I kind of had this idea, because like this is something in the band that we kind of want to bring up, that we are not just like a bunch of random people playing music, but we are actually like a group of friends who is doing this kind of together. So this is kind of like something that expresses the whole thing, that we want to make good music that we enjoy as a group of friends, and this is us enjoying the final result of our record. We are listening it through and having a couple of beers and just chilling.
That's really cool, man. I like that, and I think this, I thought this was very interesting, so that's why I wanted to make sure to show this. And I was like, well, I don't know if I'm going to show the whole thing, but maybe I will. Yep. You know, we have enough time, unless you guys need to skidoo or whatever. But I think we can still hear each other while we can hear the music as well.
Yeah.
And I don't think Yoni's going to give me a copyright strike on this.
No, I don't think so.
I hope not.
And that's actually how I don't know how much you care to know how I got connected with him.
Yep.
I went to Iceland in January of 2019, and so that was almost 3 years ago now. And I met a band called Narthral, who are a death metal band from Iceland, and they're on Inverse Records. And I interviewed them. I shot some stuff at their practice facility, and they gave me their album and told me I could use it in some of their songs. Or some of my videos, I could use their songs in some of my videos that I made when I went around Iceland, you know. And I got some copyright notices, and then I got in contact with the record label, with Yoni, and I was like, hey, Narthral gave me permission to use this. Can I get these copyright issues cleared? He was like, yeah, absolutely, and he was super cool, super nice, and then put me on his email marketing list, which is cool, you know, because I wouldn't have got to know about you or a lot of other bands on his label otherwise. So
yeah, I guess if something we can tell Yoni to kind of make sure that this thing gets whitelisted and
right.
Yeah.
I know who to talk to in this case.
Yeah, and but yeah, Yoni is actually like kind of like the Universe Records. They've been around for like a super long time, and I've been kind of like saying to the guys in the band also like I think that Yoni and Universe Records, they should actually be like they should get some kind of like a reward or a prize. Like in Finland, and recognition that like how much they've done for the bands, because like Universe Records is like, I think they have like there's so many bands that have gone through Universe Records and started their careers from Universe Records. Like Yoni and the other guys there, they have done like so much work for like the music scene in Finland. So I think, and also in other countries too. So I really, personally, I think that they should get like some kind of a recognition up for the work that they've done throughout the years.
Give them a national medal.
Yeah, that's something what they should have.
Yeah, I mean,
east of the city.
well, in like, let's just say in Korea, for example, you know, like K-pop is huge. Korean cinema, you know, Squid Games. I don't know if you watched Squid Games. You know, that was the #1 television show in the entire world on Netflix. But
did someone watch it? I didn't yet.
Oh yeah, I saw it. None of you guys have seen it?
Someone watched this.
Oh, it's really good. It's really good. But the reason I bring that up is because all of that stuff is financed by the Korean government. They pay for their arts to get like worldwide recognition, to bring worldwide recognition to Korea, and to help their country and help tourism in their country, basically. You know, there are people from all over the world going to Korea just because of BTS, you know, which isn't my thing, but you know, it's a thing that I don't know how much the Finnish government help metal at all in any kind of art sense.
That's a really good question, but I don't think they do.
There are like these kind of like how you say it, like järjestö?
Organizations.
Oh yeah, there's like organizations and stuff like that from the government side and from municipalities, and which are like kind of like helping financially and supporting culture and cultural acts. And many of them, some of them are like kind of like for a certain type of like genres and stuff like that. But then there are existing budgets that are meant for like just for musicians or art and stuff like that. So basically, in Helsinki, if you're going to organize like a free musical event for I don't know, like for bands in Helsinki, and you're going to kind of like support and create something like cultural happening. A cultural event in Helsinki, you actually technically you could ask for money, and the city Helsinki would actually then support you financially and give you some, I don't know how much, but they could actually give you some money and pay the rent for the venue and stuff like that.
Very cool, man.
Yeah.
But you haven't looked into doing something like that, basically?
No, we haven't. Like, I guess we actually should, because like I'm kind of like very active in trying to organize all kinds of events and gigs for the band. As the sole purpose is to just promote our band and get some good shows. So I don't know. Maybe I've had in my mind that I would actually want to do some promote the metal scene among the young people, and maybe create some metal shows that's actually focusing on the youth in
metal shows for children. Hell yeah,
exactly. No, well, not really like like small kids.
You know, you have the face painting booth, but it's all corpse paint.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm into it, man.
Yeah.
There are actually heavy metal bands made for kids in Finland.
Yeah.
One of them is really, really popular. It's I think it's an all-star lineup with the musicians, this Heavy Saurus band.
Do they make metal for kids specifically?
Yeah.
What's the name of the band?
Heavy Saurus.
What is it? Heavy.
It's HEVO. Yeah, Joonatan wrote there.
You put it in the private chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me.
Oh yeah, we have this private chat here.
Yeah. You can comment on the stream that's what it is. That's the band they're talking about. Oh, Heavisaurus. Yeah. Okay. I think I have heard of them. It's like a dinosaur thing, right?
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, they dress up as dinosaurs and play some actually really good heavy metal and thrash metal and stuff like that.
I don't know how that's so much different from, for example, War.
War, yeah, it's actually like kind of
Same idea behind it.
The same idea.
I actually would love to see a Heavisaurus concert for kids, where they put the dinosaurs or people from the crowd into a meat mincer or a meat grinder.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. That would be a sight to see for the kids, where they put the kids into the grinder on the stage.
I love it. And they have someone dressed up as their school teacher come out. And then they chop their head off and they spray the blood all over the kids.
Yeah.
That would go over so well.
I have never seen a Guar show live, but I really would love to see it sometime.
Oh man, it's not the same since Odorous died, since Dave Brockie passed away, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if they. I think they're gonna play at Wacken this year. I think they were supposed to play last year. Yeah. So speaking of that, I'm drinking out of my Wacken cup.
Nice.
I went in 2019. That was the last time they had it. They say they're gonna do it this year. Are you guys gonna be there?
Probably not, unfortunately, I guess.
Joonatan was like, no.
It's a tough one.
It's not fun for you?
I think I'm grown kind of old for festivals, to be honest. I like more like certain gigs to go for, but like the whole festival life, it's getting too strenuous for me.
I understand.
However, if it's on the artist side, I don't know, maybe with your opinion would change.
Yeah,
you got it.
Like if I mean, I guess as a band we're too small still for I don't know, Wacken. There's like a billion bands like us that want to play Wacken and stuff like that. So but I don't know, it's on our bucket list to play on Wacken Open Air. That's kind of like, as a band, it really is kind of like one of the on the checklist to play these Wacken and I don't know, and especially the local festival in Finland called Tuska Open Air. That's something. And I actually personally, I really would love to go and play Bloodstock and Hellfest.
Hellfest. I mean, how are you not playing Hellfest? It's like every metal band in the world is playing Hellfest.
Yeah, there is, but also in Finland there's 7,000 metal bands, so they and I guess every single one of them wants to go and play Hellfest in France.
How are there 7,000 metal bands and there are only 500,000 people?
Yeah, well, there's 10 bands per person.
Okay, there you
go.
Know,
there is this saying in Finland that there's 100,000 lakes. It actually goes that there's 100,000 heavy metal bands.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, as also personally visiting, I really would like to visit Wacken, and also I was actually supposed to go to Grasspop with my spouse. But then the COVID thing happened, and we couldn't go there. And now we'll see. At some point in the future, we probably go overseas, because going for festivals abroad, it's really expensive.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Yeah, I guess you've been to a lot, so yeah.
No, I've been to Wacken.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. I went in 2019, and I bought a ticket for 2020. and then they got pushed back to 2021, and now that's got pushed back to 2022. So I'm supposed to go back, but I don't know with Omicron if it's gonna what's gonna happen.
Yeah, we will see what's gonna happen this year. But like so far, like I've actually like I'm also doing like the selling the shows for the band and trying to get like, well, we're not getting paid that much, so you cannot really say that it's selling the shows.
Sure.
It's more like try to get some gigs to play for us, and I've contacted quite few festivals around Finland and also like the Baltic and Nordic area, and but so far no luck. I guess they have quite a big queue for the bands trying to get into the festivals.
Sure, but yeah, because there hasn't been anything. I mean, has it been a little looser in like the Balkan states, like in like Estonia or Lithuania, something like that?
I don't really know.
Well, compared to Central Europe, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't had any real lockdowns here so far.
Yeah. Okay. That's true. Yeah, actually, we haven't.
The pandemic situation is pretty good in Finland, but if you go to the Baltics, like for example Estonia, the situation is much worse.
As far as like COVID outbreaks and things like that?
Yeah.
Now, do you have for some reason there are a lot of people here in the United States who are anti-science and they don't want to get vaccinated. They have all these weird conspiracy theories about 5G telephones and everything like that. I mean, is that a thing in Finland at all?
Yeah, I would say it is.
Yeah,
it's
yeah, but it's quite marginal.
Yeah, there are like there are a few people. It's marginal, but it still is like that.
The loudest ones.
Yeah, I guess they're the loudest ones, and I guess everybody knows someone who is kind of like more or less like not really like an anti-vax person, but like kind of like anti-COVID vax. And I don't know, those people exist, and I don't know, what can you say?
I mean, I don't.
There are some like public speakers who are promoting their own alternative medicine, for example, by trying to provoke people with these anti-vax opinions.
Yeah. And who was this one person who was like in this one stream explaining that she won't get cancer because like she has this kind of like I don't know, spiritual belief in her health, and that's why and if she would get cancer, she's all fine with it because she would just turn it into her strength.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I was like, oh, seriously? Yeah, those people, they do exist, but fortunately most of the people they have reason, and but also the issue kind of like, I know like from media it seems like that those kind of people, they're kind of like there's a lot of those in United States.
Yeah.
And also since United States is kind of like they are the leader of media in the Western countries. So basically like everything that happens in the TV and internet on United States, it takes like a couple of months and then it arrives here. And because like people are talking about all this like these, I don't know, like conspiracy theories about 5G and vaccinations and stuff like that. It was first like an American media that was talking about those things, and then suddenly people started feeling that stuff here also.
Well, I mean, I think another difference is like I'm not super familiar with much of Finland, honestly, but I know most countries have nationalized healthcare. So if the national health system says everyone should get vaccinated, most people are going to go get vaccinated. Well, here in the United States, it's all insurance based, and it's all, you go to your own doctor. We do have like, Dr. Fauci's the Center for Disease Control, but you have people that already distrust the government, like as their baseline reaction, that when someone from the government says that you should get a vaccine, a lot of people are going to be like, no, you're from the government. I don't trust you. And they go to their doctor, and if their doctor tells them, that's one thing. But if they have a doctor that, I don't know, it shouldn't be something that's politicized. It shouldn't be a political issue, but it has become a political issue here. And,
Yeah. But as for our band stance, I would say that all we care about is that we can get to play more live shows, and everything's becoming more open. So I wish people will do whatever they can to make that happen.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
speaking of live shows, did you guys have an album release show?
No, not yet. We were trying to organize one for the early December and actually for the release weekend, and we had asked some other bigger bands to perform with us. But
No, there's
then,
the guy, the guy that walks.
Oh yeah, the guy.
You're
Yeah.
nice
He's so
enough.
confused.
At least you blocked his face out.
Yeah, I blurred his face. Yeah, but anyway,
sorry.
yeah, I was saying that. What was I saying?
You were trying to get a show around early December with some bigger bands.
Yeah. We were trying to get some shows there and try to do like a release show, but then it just didn't work out. It was too like all the venues were like packed already, and all the promoter mails were full. So it's kind of like us, like a small band, trying to contact the promoter or a venue and ask, hey, can we come and play at your venue? There's like kind of like a billion emails that they already have, so they probably, if they don't recognize the name immediately, they're gonna skip the mail. So getting a venue was really impossible task in that short notice, in like 2 months. And then also getting a band, like all the bands that I asked, they actually had some other plans. So basically we couldn't organize any like a proper release show. So it's also coming. We're gonna do that at some point.
Now, could you have had Yoni help you out with that? Because you say you're a smaller band, but you're on Inverse Records, and I'm sure those venues know him, right?
Yeah, but I actually asked Yoni like if he has anything that he can help us with getting the live shows and stuff like that. So it's kind of like he also said that that they don't do like live organ they don't organize events and do like the whole gig just selling stuff, because like he said if they would do that too, like they would have to work around the clock to get stuff done.
I get that. I understand. Like, I understand that. I know some smaller labels do some of that, some don't.
Yeah.
I was talking. There's a record label. There's a small record label in Los Angeles called Metal Assault Records. I do a lot of work with them.
Yeah.
And they actually have something coming up in February. It's gonna have it's gonna be like a mini festival for their record label.
Oh.
So I think I'm gonna go out there for that. Since I've interviewed a lot of their bands. Old Blood. This is one of them. He has a lot of it's their label. Well, Inverse has a diverse roster of genres on their label. Some labels like Maggot Stomp will only do like death metal, like extreme death metal. But Inverse is like all kinds of bands from. Mostly they're from Scandinavia, right?
Yeah, it's I guess it's kind of like Inverse is quite a big name in Finland. Yeah. They have a couple of bigger bands there, but mostly like the bands that they have are quite small and really like an underground band.
Right.
And but they still are like that quite big name in Finland. That like everybody in Finland who has a band, they have heard the name Inverse Records and they know Inverse Records. Yeah. But I guess that's why, because they mostly get promoted and talked about in Finland. So that's why I guess most of the bands they have are Finnish, even though they also do sign bands abroad. So, but I guess it's just kind of like people abroad, they just don't hear about them that much.
Do they do the Wacken Metal Battle in Finland?
Yeah, they do. I'm checking it out because like we really want to take part to that one. But I'm kind of like scouting when it's gonna be organized again.
Okay. Well, they've already. Well, every country does it different. The promoters in each country does it differently. They've already, I think the deadline to sign up in the United States has already passed.
Yeah.
But my question about that is if, like, it's supposed to be bands that aren't signed. Now, would you guys still be able to do it, even though you guys are on Inverse Records? Is it a small enough label to where you'd still be okay to compete in the battle?
I think you can compete in the battle. I'm not really 100% sure, but I guess because like Inverse is like kind of like, it's not like we haven't made any
Physical.
we haven't made like a like, you know, like a deal within. We have a deal, of course, like that we agreed to, that they're gonna give us these services and stuff
Right.
and we agreed to certain terms and stuff like that. But it's not like, you know, like that we still actually own our own music. They were just like, they promote and then they publish the music and help us to get the stuff out.
Okay.
But we still like, they I think they actually do something like that. They pay also for bands, like they offer deals where they pay for studio time and stuff like that, and then they really help you to build the whole thing. But for now, for us, it was actually, we did everything. We recorded ourselves, we did the mixing and the graphics and everything, and then just handed the stuff over for Inverse to do the promotion and the release.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's kind of like, we are not we haven't like bound ourselves to anything at the moment. So basically we are independent and free at the same time.
Okay, so you could participate in the battle.
Yeah.
Well, do it guys. That would be cool.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. And when that happens in Finland, we will for sure take part into that battle.
When I went to Iceland, I met Narthral, and the drummer is in like 5 bands. And another one of the bands he's in is called Morpholith, and they weren't signed or anything. They put out an independent album. They're a doom band, so they have like 3 songs on a 45-minute album. So I was like, guys, you know, they're really good. They're a really good band, regardless of you know what genre they are. And I was like, you guys should sign up for the metal battle. And they were at first, they were like, but they signed up, they did it, and they won the Iceland battle, and they got to play at Wacken.
Really?
And yeah. So I didn't get to see them in Iceland. I got to meet the bass player. He actually drove me around. Yester is his name. He drove me around, and he was super cool. And I was happy to see them play in Wacken, because I didn't get to see them play it in Iceland, because a couple of the guys were in Los Angeles at the convention, the NAMM convention, for the instrument convention, NAMM. But it was super cool that I got to see a few friends play at Wacken, which, you know, for me to go to the other side of the world, and to see people, you know, perform on those stages it was just mind blowing to me, you know. But so you guys do it.
Yeah.
Sign up for that metal battle and get up there and kick some ass. Do some gore shit, you know, get the meat grinder, throw the kids in the meat grinder, whatever you need to do, man.
Satan on stage.
Either way, it would be awesome to see you guys win that and play it at Wacken next summer.
Yeah, that would be actually like, that would be a mind-blowing thing to get to play in Wacken. And and also, like, we are just kind of we were actually just recently talking about this with Joonatan, like that the point when we are getting to kind of like ask to play shows like that's gonna be like that would be fun. That would be super, like, kind of like, I don't know, at the moment I think this kind of like moment where there would be like festivals asking us to go and play at their festival, it feels really kind of like, it feels like a dream and something that I really hope for, but don't really dare to take granted that it would actually happen. Because, like, I guess, like, we are at the point that we have released the first record, and we have received a bunch of like people who are really enjoying our music, and also people who are looking forward for more. And this is actually the point where I guess many of the bands, they die and fail, and or they just kind of like they they have the energy to go about for like couple of months more and do maybe a couple of shows, and then they don't really do more music, and then something happens and you will never hear about the band again, or they might do something in 5 years. But I think 5 years is way too long for the wait. Like at this point, the iron is red hot, and we have to hammer, and we have to do shit as much as we can, and kind of like use the leverage that we've received throughout this release.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad Yoni connected me with you guys, and that we were able to work out a time. I actually set my alarm and woke up to make sure I could be here. And I don't know if you guys had to leave your job or if you're off for the holidays or whatever your situation is. I want to show you guys have merchandise. So you're not selling physical media, but you do have merchandise to share. I want to show that.
Yep.
And now, is this shipping worldwide?
Yep, worldwide. Not all the products, but there are products that go worldwide.
All right.
Be sure to buy a bikini.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
There's the bikini too.
You have a lot of. Oh man, you have a lot of different
I guess
items
here.
here.
In Texas.
Oh yeah, there's the bikini.
Yeah.
Oh, so wait a second. Why are the top and bottom separate?
I don't know.
You gotta pay. It's not one whole set.
Yeah, it's not one whole set because
Now,
like
who's this model?
I don't know. I don't know who's the model is.
And who's this model? Do you know who this person is?
No. If he ever watches this and recognizes himself, I want him to send us a message, and then we can
the
do
snapback. That's all these, man. Your logo is really nice. It's it looks like rune letters, but obviously it's the what would you call those? I don't know, Roman letters, but styled like rune.
Yeah, it was a kind of like as I was designing the logo, I was really looking into like kind of like doing something that looks kind of like I don't know, like that it looks like ancient and old, and some kind of like you can get this kind of like maybe a little bit Viking and pagan vibes, and and also like the metal vibes that you can get it out of that logo, but at the same time it wouldn't be like this kind of this basic twig bush kind of like where you don't really understand what it says. Like I wanted it to be like if someone walks there with a Gomorran shirt on, and someone sees the shirt, then the person can read that it says Gomorran, and then because like I have checked out so many bands from people's shirts, and I think if I do that, then there are other people too who is doing that.
And then it's really unfortunate if it's in Elvis language or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's this for example bands called Batushka and Mogua. Those Polish black metal bands, they were both bands that I found from people's shirts. I started to see these like Mogua shirts everywhere, and I was like, well, what the fuck is this? And then I went to listen to it, and I found out that they were great. And the same happened with Batushka too.
What? I went back to USA and it showed me all these other bands.
Oh yeah, because this Morbid North is like a merch shop.
Yeah,
they have like lots of different merch.
But look at this this long sleeve, man. I'm a fan of the long sleeves.
Yeah.
And this is what it looks like on this. Who's that dude?
I don't know.
It's one of our biggest fans.
He's kind of like, what is this I'm wearing?
Where did this shirt come from?
She looks very metal.
She's
very happy.
Yeah.
And he's that dude again. I want to see the back of the shirt. Is there anything on the back?
No.
Okay, it's just the sleeves.
Yeah.
What's it say on the sleeve? Is it excerpts from the?
Yeah, it's the excerpts from the Dark Age on the sleeve.
Excerpt from the Dark Age. Very nice. That'd be a good shirt to wear on the 15th of April. No, 15th of March. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. United States dollar. There we go. That's what I wanted to figure out.
Yeah.
How much is it in United States dollars? $68.
Yeah. Some of the products are like personally, I really would like our products to be as cheap as possible, that people would just get them easily, and like kind of most of the people would be able to provide for them. But it's kind of like we at the moment we cannot do like a personal stash of stuff that we could like
yeah. Trust me, I completely understand. Yeah, I have my own merch store. It's, if you're watching on YouTube, it's below or on the side of this video.
Yeah.
And it's all print to order stuff.
Yeah, drop shipping.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah,
but
this is the same thing. They have
my I don't have a shirt that's $68. $68.
Yeah,
though.
they have these print shops in I guess in Europe. They have in Poland, and one is somewhere in the United States. And I guess they have some like one in Asia too, or somewhere, I guess. And then when you order, then depending on your location, then they print it out in that location and ship to you. Some of the shirts are quite expensive. I don't know the parameters, what makes them more expensive than others.
The coffee mug is. I'm trying to see what's the cheapest thing on here. The mug. The mug is 16 euros.
I really like the mug. I personally do have
$20.
Yeah, I have that mug personally, and it's the best thing ever. And I can assure you, it makes the coffee taste better.
It makes the coffee taste darker.
Yeah.
There we go. There you go. What about hot cocoa? This is the season for hot cocoa. How does it make hot cocoa taste?
It tastes really good from that mug too.
I probably wouldn't get it in time for Christmas though.
Yeah, no.
That's okay.
Getting it for Christmas is already too late.
It's too late. It's too late. Oh, but if you go, I don't know if people buy stuff from my store, if they could get it in time for Christmas, if they could do like express shipping or whatever, but
yeah.
Nobody buys my merchandise anyway.
Yeah, we've had a couple of people buying the merchandise.
Our moms, for sure.
Yeah,
your moms. Yeah, my mom has bought my stuff without a doubt. Yes, moms are our number one fans.
Yeah, like we just actually had this like a family meeting like a couple I don't know 2 months ago. And with all kind of our grandparents and their grandparents, sisters and brothers, and some second cousins, and so we had this really big family meeting, and this was also the 30th birthday for my brother, and also kind of a celebration of his kind of he graduated from he's a composer and he graduated from music school. And so it was a graduation party. And also at the same time, we just had released 2 days ago before that sermon, the first single. And then my mom also, once she was kind of praising my brother there, our brother is making all this cool music for movies and stuff like that. There was also we are really proud of our son Olli, that his band also released their first song, and it has been very popular. And then all my grandparents, they came to ask me if I wanted to show them the video and play the song. And they requested that I should play the song in the party. And it was really difficult to avoid the whole thing.
You didn't want to show them the video with the satanic ritual and everything?
Yeah, I didn't want to ruin the nice family party with some, death, black metal stuff and screams and growls, which actually none of them would understand.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, but that was also moms are the biggest fans.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome, man. That's great. Well, we've been going for a little over an hour now. I like to keep this around that long, but is there anything that I didn't mention that you guys would like to let people watching know?
Anything? Perttu, Joonatan, Panu?
Well, we are already writing new music, and it's gonna be more brutal, more aggressive, and it's gonna be better than ever. Just stay tuned and keep listening.
Yeah, it's gonna be more mature, more refined Gomorran with the same elements as on this album, but better.
Okay.
Yep, and we've been writing it a lot, and our plan is to get a full-length album released soon as possible, kind of like, I don't know, within a year, hopefully. And but before that, we're gonna just do some couple of single drops. We're gonna also release some one or two singles.
This is Dimu. She likes to jump in every once in a while.
Is the cat's name Dimu?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. I actually also have a black cat, and but I kicked the cat out of this room for this interview.
Oh, I can't kick my cats. I have another cat. She doesn't jump up here, but she cries at the door if I close it. But,
oh yeah.
But yeah, this is Dimu. Yeah, I don't. Does that mean anything in Finnish? I know it means dark in Icelandic. Is it the same in Finland?
No.
No, but actually there is a place in Iceland. I did this 2-week road trip around.
Dimmuborgir, yeah. That's what made me go to Iceland. Was I wanted to go there, but that portion I went in January of 2019, and that portion of the country was under 12 feet of snow, so like 4 meters of snow. So there was no way I could get there. I drove through the south rim of the island, the south and the west. So I drove like half the country, but I couldn't get up to the north and the east because it was just too much snow. So I couldn't get up to Dimmuborgir. But the band was named after the place, and the place is where Satan came from out of the ground. Is the story. So when I came back, I got this black cat, and that's I named her Dimmu.
Yeah. That's a cool story.
Yeah.
Actually, I was about to, like, me and my girlfriend, we were about to actually, like, when we got our cat, we actually planned to name the cat as Beer. Beer.
Yeah. Like you drink.
Like the drink. Yeah. But then we were like, the cat had a nice name called Milo, and now the cat's called Milo.
Like the wine?
I guess.
Like Merlot?
Marlowe? No, like Milo.
Oh, like Milo. Okay.
Milo, yeah.
Okay.
And then we also a year ago got another one, and now we have also 2 cats.
There you go. Yeah. Metal dudes love cats for sure.
Yeah, best people have cats.
That's right. That's right. What about you, Panu? You've been very quiet this whole time. Do you have any do you have any cats?
No, I have a 2.5-year-old son. Keeps me busy enough.
They call them the terrible twos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool, man.
And for a reason.
Well, he's got, dad is in the metal band. Does he look up to you like the cool dad, or is he too young to kind of realize?
He's a bit too young still, but maybe one day.
Does anyone else have any children?
Nope.
None.
No.
Well,
So Panu, so you're the only one with a kid. We talked about children in corpse paint. You've got to have him in your next video in corpse paint.
Oh, yeah.
So in our next video, we're gonna have a Panu's kid with corpse paint and put the kid in a grinder.
Yeah.
Oh please, yes. Good.
Great idea.
Mm.
Oh my goodness, man! You guys are hilarious. I worked with a guy. I'll make this quick. But I worked with a guy who married a woman from Finland. She came over here as like an exchange student or something, and they got married. And he went over there, and he said everyone was kind of rude and too stoic for him. But you guys don't seem that way at all. So I think he was just an asshole, and they treated him like an asshole.
Probably.
So there you go.
We like to think ourselves as nice guys, and we like to joke around. And actually, when we are rehearsing, and of course, sometimes someone might get grumpy over something at the rehearsing.
Sure.
But most of the time we kind of like have fun and joke around, because like, I don't know, what's the point of doing this if you're not having fun while doing it?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Unless, the only other way it'd be worth it is if you're making a shit ton of money.
Yeah, if you would, but that's kind of like there's only so few people who are doing shit ton of money with metal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
you better love the process.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Right. All right, guys. Well, I think we covered everything.
Yeah,
I think we covered it all.
Yeah, something I have to say that like if you kind of like the music during this whole interview and podcast thing and interview, I guess, kind of a podcast too, I guess, then you can find us on our socials, Gomorran Metal. That's how you find us on Instagram and Facebook, and also on YouTube if you just look for Gomorran.
I do have the links in the description.
That's cool.
All the links that were in the press release, which your YouTube wasn't. So I will add your YouTube to that.
Yeah, do it. Thanks. Because like really something that like helps us to build our band and this thing that we're doing is like people following us and sharing us on the all over the internet, because that's something that like when we're like booking the shows and stuff like that, that's one of the factors that we kind of have to prove for the event organizers that hey, people actually they like what we do. So
trust me, I know it. Yeah. It's the same way. It's the same way with me. When I apply for press credentials for events, they want to see my numbers on things.
Exactly.
So I actually deleted my Facebook. I deleted my Instagram. I deleted WhatsApp because like all those are owned by Zuckerberg. So fuck Zuckerberg. So I got rid of all those. I deleted my Twitter, which because I was just like I'm done with social media. But I just the other day started my Twitter again, but I had to start over from zero. So I had like 2,000 followers. Now I've got like 80.
Yeah.
So, but to get 80 in like 3 days is pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
but in building it up, like it's a really lot of work. Like we get new followers all the time, like on every release that we do. But it's still like it's building up really slowly, and it's not of course it's not a numbers game in the end, but like and that's not something that you kind of you're not after the numbers, but the numbers are something. It's kind of like a factor that you have to be able to show for the promoters that you can actually do what you want, and what we want to do is play live. And really, it's difficult to play live if no one cares what you do. So it's kind of like this. I don't know. Kind of.
No, trust me, I understand it. Yeah, it's a catch-22. So you gotta do everything you have to do. So I appreciate it. So hopefully I have at least 4 new subscribers to my channel.
Absolutely.
We get some comments on this video that'll help more people see this video as well. All the likes and comments and engagement helps, and I'm gonna share this on my Twitter. That's the only. Maybe I'll share it on LinkedIn. I'm still on LinkedIn because I need a job, but that's pretty much it. But if you guys feel like sharing this, if you didn't think I sucked.
No, this was really nice. And we definitely gonna share this.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, really thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Like I said, I asked Yoni if he had a band. I have time right now, and he sent me you guys, and I'm glad because I enjoyed your album. I enjoyed talking with you guys. You guys were a lot of fun, and this has been great, man. I have some of the bands I interview are less fun than others. I can tell you, but you guys are cool. I didn't know what to expect, so right on, man. Well, I've got your email address, Olli, and if I'm ever in Helsinki, I'll let you know. If you guys are ever in Texas or anywhere in the U.S., just let me know, and I'll if I can't meet you, I'll tell you some good places to eat at least.
Yeah, we really hope that everybody who is kind of getting into the band and like liking it, and we really hope that like during the upcoming years, hopefully like as soon as possible, we can meet everybody on the live shows, and we hope that we're able to play overseas and maybe one day also in Texas.
Yeah, just let me know, man.
Yeah.
Well, maybe one day in Wacken,
Yeah. That's
you never know.
Yeah, sign up for that battle. Figure it out. I'll see you guys in Germany.
Yeah. See you in Germany.
Yeah. Right on. All right, man. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. Everybody, all their links are in the description of this video. So you have your link tree. That's actually how I found your YouTube. It's through your link tree.
That's good.
So, because like I said, I did see your videos on the Inverse Records YouTube, but they put every band on there. So it's hard to find just your band. So I'm glad that you guys have your own channel as well. So that's good. And there's more stuff on there. So that's good that they'll show some videos, but you have deeper content, like the playthrough that Perttu did with the violin player was excellent. Like I would love to hear a whole album of that. Like if you wanted to do like a side project, that would be sweet.
That's your solo project now.
I think we'll just write another intro.
Okay. Well, if you make intros like that for each album, and you make like 10 albums, then you can release an album of just the intros.
Album of intros. Only beginnings, no ends.
There you go. Well, then you got to make some outros too. Or, but if people listen to the album on repeat, then I guess it works.
Or do these kind of like 20-second interlude songs between the album songs that no one ever listens to.
There you go. So we're hashing it out. I need credit. I need a credit on the next album.
Yeah. The idea. Awesome. The credit of the idea goes to Robb Zipp.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for taking your time out to speak with me. I really had a lot of fun. I really did. It was wonderful to visit Helsinki. We didn't get to ride the Ferris wheel, but maybe next time. What's the name of the fair? Does the name is like in London? They have the London Eye. Do you know the name of this?
I don't think it has a specific name.
It's just
I think it does have a name, but
Was
I
it just
have
like
no
a
idea
Helsinki wheel or something?
Helsinki wheel. Yeah, it might be Helsinki wheel.
Fantastic.
The wheel of Helsinki.
And you can get a good view of the river. Is that?
No, it's the sea.
The sea. Oh, you're right on the sea. Okay, that's right.
The sea, the Gulf of Finland in English.
Gulf of Finland. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Well, I've never been there.
It's right on the shoreline, so it's at the lowest point.
Okay. Yeah. Right, and that's why. Most people are there and not where Santa lives.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the place when the sea level rises. That's the place that drowns and sinks.
Isn't there a football club like Santa Football Club up there or something like that?
Could be. I don't know.
You don't know.
Sounds something that probably is true.
Yeah, I think
there might be. I should know. I used to live in Rovaniemi for like 6 years.
Oh yeah, you did live up there.
Are you a big sports fan? Are you guys sports fans at all? No.
Ice hockey.
No.
Ice hockey.
Yeah, that's a national thing. You have to enjoy ice hockey to some degree. You necessarily don't follow it actively, but every time when there's the World Cup happening, then you're watching it, of course.
Yeah, there are lots of Finns in the NHL for sure.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
There's
Cool. Awesome, guys. All right, for real. I'm gonna let you guys go.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, you guys. I'm going to remove everybody one by one. So, Gomorran from Helsinki, Finland, were my guests today. All their links are in the description. Their album is on Spotify, and Apple Music, and Amazon Music, if you want to check it out. Excerpts from the Dark Ages on Inverse Records. Super cool. Yeah, that's it. So, all right. Until next time, let me tell you what else I have going on. Tonight, I plan on going to Santa's Wonderland in College Station, Texas. So look for that video either later tonight or tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to go to Baytown. I'm going to go to the Magical Winter Lights. So I'll have that video tomorrow or Wednesday, and then after that, I'm not quite sure. I have some stuff that's kind of up in the air. I might go to Dallas and do some things that up there. But if you want to know, make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell. And when you hit that notification bell, you will be notified as soon as I post a new video or go live with another interview. I talked about the Metal Assault Fest that they're having in Los Angeles in February. I'm probably going to go out to that, and I'll have many of those Metal Assault bands on the show. Some of them I've had before, some of them I haven't. I talked to my friend Felicity Feline yesterday. She might come back on the show sometime soon. So that's all coming up here on The Most Epic Adventures. So until next time, remember to drink water, listen to metal, enjoy nature, and have the most epic adventures.